Come on.
No.
She thinks we're going to take her to the pound.
The pound truck. Every dog knows not to get in these kind of cars.
Every dog knows not to get in a sketchy van.
Alright, so now that we got the van, my first order of business is to take out these shelves that came pre-installed. We're going to sell them on Craigslist, so I want to get them out so I can start putting in the insulation. So basically the best method I found for getting out these super big rivets is just to drill out the center and then pound them through with a punch, kind of like that. Once that top pops off, take your punch, put it in the hole, whack it. You can hear the back fall down the other side, and it should be loose now. Alright, so I got one last rivet that's hanging on for dear life. I'm going to try to pop that guy out, and then I don't know how heavy the shelf's going to be, so if it falls on me, this will be hilarious. Pretty heavy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to move it. I'm going to, oh, here. Without breaking it. Might have to break it up into a couple pieces. That's too heavy for one guy. So I enlisted Carrie's help. We forgot to film, of course. It was really awkward.
The shelves are heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I bet the shelves weigh about half as much as all the stuff we're gonna put in there in total. So, but now we got blank slate, ready to go with the insulation. Also, this floor, it's plywood and it's got like some kind of coating on it. I think I'm just gonna leave it like it is and just glue the corkboard down straight to it. Work on finding some sustainable insulation solutions.
What are you going to talk about?
Feelings.
Obviously, lots of feelings are happening. What feelings?
I don't know, it's just like, I just felt super off today. After buying the van, I should feel like so empowered and like, yeah, life's great, but it's kind of like after you get married or something, it's like the next day you're like, well, I still have all my problems.
Your serotonin drops or something, because you've been super excited, so excited for this for so long, just like a wedding, and or like Christmas when you're a kid, like you're always depressed on the day after Christmas, and then like that, it's like over. Oh, we have the van, and we're like, ah, we did it. But I kind of feel like, oh, we did it. Now we have so much more work to do. Now we have to pay for it. Now we have to make sure it's just as dreamy as we expected it to be. Sure.
And then once you actually start working on it, I'm just sitting around thinking like, oh, it's gonna be so much fun doing all this work, and then you're like, this is a lot of work. Like, I go just to take the stupid shelves out, and they're like full of rivets, and I have to drill them, and it took me all day.
No wonder he didn't want to take them out.
Yeah, you didn't want to take them out. It's hard.
I'll just eat your ice cream.
No, take the camera back. I've talked about my feelings enough.
We did a little meditation, and now we're eating ice cream, so.
Yeah, you had 3 animals in your lap when you did meditation.
It'll all be okay. It's gonna be great. We're gonna feel better tomorrow.
I hope so.
We're just entering the next phase of our lives, and it's a bit crazy.
It'll be fine.
It'll be more than fun.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing. Woo!
We got our insulation in the mail. We decided to go with the Ultra Touch denim insulation. 2 inches thick, so it fits in the walls really nicely. We're trying to do everything as sustainable as possible. So this is a really good option, and it's like you don't have to wear gloves to work with it. It's just leftover pieces from the blue jean making process. Let's get to work. One of the things about insulating in the van is you have to be careful because the cold outside of the van, moisture is going to collect on this and it could run down and rust or collect into mold on the bottoms. The denim is supposed to absorb moisture and then release it, whereas other things could collect mold. The van already has a lot of soundproofing, these rattle strips in here. I'm gonna try to go without it just because I couldn't find a good soundproofing method that was eco-friendly. I've also thought about putting some kind of a ventilation into the walls, because I need to vent the van somewhere. I think as if the hood vent's gonna be here in the front, then I'm gonna probably put some type of ventilation here in the back, one of these back corners, and that might be able to suck some air maybe through the walls and suck out a little bit of that moisture as well. So we'll see how it goes, how I think about doing that later. And let's put some insulation in. Insulation fits in really nice. I just love how you don't have to wear gloves. I always hated putting in insulation when I was younger. You always end up scratchy at the end of the day. I do have to run the electrical still, but it's pretty easy just to pop these out as we go, and I just want to be warmer while I'm working, so I think it'd be nicer to have the insulation in and then just pop it out where I need to install electrical. You gotta make sure you wipe out these seams very well. So if you have little metal flakes, because I drilled out the rivets, so I got little metal flakes in there, and when the water condenses, if it runs down, it's gonna rust those little flakes, where it won't rust the van because it's sealed. And once those start rusting, then it's going to get inside of the paint. It's just something to watch out for. Try to make it as clean as possible. I think you did pretty good.
I did pretty good.
Yeah.
The boss approves.
I'll give you a B.
I'll take a B.
I've gotten all the wiring in for the lights, as well as the switches. It's way easier if we put all the wiring in now before the walls get there. So, you know, I put them in here. I put these little flex things to keep steady, and I'm gonna put some sealant inside these holes so they don't rub. Up in here for the 12-volt lighting, I just use zip ties to zip tie it up. Since this is our van now, and I want to kind of like make it ours for reals, I'm gonna make sure that the next owners know all about it. That lets everybody know we were here. Yeah, and stay out of our fort or else. I realize I'm not the best graffiti artist. I kind of did a junky job with these holes, but if you can get a pocket hole jig. It was like $30.
Pocket hole jig. Show me the pocket hole jig.
My wires pulled through, the walls going in fast. Next step, I'm gonna put the bed in. The bed frame at least. Right now the better.
And then it'll be time to decorate.
Not decorating
Almost.
time yet.
That's the time that I'm excited for. Decorating time. Someday. We'll get there soon.
Topo Chico.
This video is sponsored by Topo Chico. We need to ask them to sponsor our retreats. Let's do this. Measurements.
The countertop, how far do you think? Maybe to the back of your knees? Well, it's just gotta fit into the hole.
Oh, right. That's fine.
That might be better.
Mm-hmm.
Leonardo da Vinci.
are.
Maybe.
I mean, I just don't want people creeping in.
This is pretty much how we want it.
I think it's pretty good. I'm worried about storage, of course, because I like my clothes. I have a lot of camera stuff. And I don't know. Toiletries? I have some toiletries. Zach has like a toothbrush. He's good with that.
I was just like, okay, this is where the storage is going to be. Move along, and here's the electrical, which is the most important. Harry says, wait.
We need to talk more about the storage. Yeah, you can't skip on storage. We have a lot of stuff, and I don't want to have to like open up a bench seat anytime I want to like grab a cute outfit.
Oh my gosh, I have to open up a bench seat to get my outfit.
Put your electrical shit in there. You can open it up all the time. And put my stuff in an easily accessible place.
So opening up a bench seat is basically like, here's a bench.
What if the bed is made?
Yeah, so I mean, we've been doing this whole thing in a Prius, so whatever we get is going to be better.
Yep. Prius tent life is pretty sweet.
Not bad.
We don't have much else to say, just storage.
Storage.
And measure twice, cut once.
That's what my grandpa said.
That's what everyone's doing.
He said, measure twice, cut once, and don't cook bacon naked. Those are his two most popular sayings.
Does the same thing apply to tempeh bacon? Because we might be doing that naked.
It applies to anything with oil that might splatter.
Your grandpa sounds like a fun guy.
He was a fun guy. Okay, we've moved past the storage.
Lots of storage.
What we want? How much storage?
A lot. Shit ton of storage.
Shit ton of storage. Okay, so now.
You know.
You want power? What kind of power?
Electric power.
Electric power. Okay, it's gonna be bicycle powered. You're gonna have to get on the pedal.
Sounds good. Don't burn a lot of calories.
Alright, great. Great, that's gonna be our backup system. Both of these says it's different types of power. Because the inverter is gonna be here.
Wait.